Hello students, very warm good morning to all of you. Hope all of you are fine. So today we are going to discuss about the experiment, okay, one of the experiment, okay, through which we'll demonstrate and separate the photosynthetic pigment, okay. So during photosynthesis, photosynthesis, numerous pigments are required, okay, and numerous pigments are present and they play separate role, different roles, okay. So how we can separate these pigments? Let's see. uh, we need a fresh green leaves, acetone, petroleum ether, fine sand, then pistil and motor, a narrow gas jar or large test tube, okay, test tube stand, dropper, chromatographic paper, or it is also known as Whatman filter paper, okay, then paper clip, filtering apparatus, then water bath, beaker, measuring cylinder, and scissors. These are the apparatus which are required for performing this experiment. Now we take fresh leaves, green leaves in a mortar, and we add a small quantity of fine washed sand, okay, that is 15 to 30 ml of acetone. Then we grind well with the help of pestle and filter the pulp. The filtrate is evaporated over a water bath at 40° to 45° Celsius till a small quantity of it is left. It is the pigment concentrate, okay, the filtrate which we obtain afterwards, that is the pigment filtrate. Now we cut a strip of chromatographic paper narrower than the diameter of the test tube or the gas jar. Now two lateral notches about 2 to 3 centimeter from one end is cut, and we place a few drop of pigment concentrate one by one on the same spot in the notched part of the chromatographic paper or strip, and then we allow it to dry. Now we connect the other end of the strip with a clip fitted in the cork, okay, or split cork also can be used to hold the strip directly. Now we pour a small quantity of solvent, okay, that is 8% acetone plus 92% petroleum ether, okay, that is added into the test tube, okay. Now we hang the chromatographic strip into the test tube in such a way that only its base dip in the solvent, okay, only the tip portion is in contact with the solvent. The pigment spot lies above 1 centimeter above the level of the solvent, okay. So solvent should be 1 centimeter below the pigment spot. Now we fit the cork in the mouth of the test tube, okay. Here in the diagram you can see the solvent is found to move up the strip by the capillarity, okay, that is slowly it will move as it reaches the clip. Remove the strip. Now allow the strip to dry by fixing the attached cork to a stand. Dried strip will show you 4 distinct pigment bands, 2 upper yellowish and 2 lower greenish, okay. So the result that we get is acetone solution carries photosynthetic pigment, and when the solvent rises up in the chromatographic strip, it dissolves the pigment and take them in different height according to their solubility. The occurrence of 4 pigment bands shows that photosynthetic pigments are of 4 types: 2 yellowish and carotenoid and 2 greenish chlorophyll. 4 bands starting from the above are orange, yellow of carotene, yellowish of the xanthophyll, bluish green of chlorophyll A and yellowish green of the chlorophyll B. Okay, so that you can see here. First we have the carotene, then xanthophyll, okay, then chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. This sequence you can see here. Now what precaution we have to take is that we take only a few small green fresh leaves, okay, and the evaporated pigmented solution should be taken, and it should be done slowly, and we should not allow the chromatographic strip to touch the wall of the test tube, okay. The pigment concentrate should be loaded carefully, okay, and it should not spread on the strip. The pigment spot should not dip in the solvent, okay, and the cork should be airtight. So this is the experiment through which we can show the different pigments that are present in the leaf, okay, which are involved in the process of photosynthesis. Now phycobilin, okay, they are open tetrapyrols, okay, which neither contain magnesium nor pyrrole, okay. Phycobilins are waste soluble, okay, however they occur in association with proteins or biliproteins. The pigment are of two types, that is blue, that is phycocyanin, allophycocyanin, and red, that is phycoerythrin, okay. Now pigments are useful in chromatic adaptation. They are important accessory pigments of blue green algae, okay. Phyco, okay, it is cryptomonads, okay, and red algae. In blue green and red algae, the phycobilins are found inside the submicroscopic structure called the phycobilisomes attached to the thylakoids. That means phycobilisomes, they are attached to the thylakoids, okay. So we have discussed the experiment, okay. In our next video we'll discuss about the photosynthetic units.